that Far Cry video just goes forever. But man, I wish I'd watched it. Wish I'd watched it even once in the last year, or in the last 5 months. Beginning of 2022. Because a lot of that I was just watching them like, oh man, I forgot about that. Oh look how easy I can just sidestep left or sidewalk left and beat all these situations instead of getting insane mental stack and struggling. Oh well, that's what it is. Welcome everyone. I know it's been a long time since I streamed. I think most of you in the chat know why, because I've had a daughter. It's been pretty busy lately. Missed phone call, never mind. So this is genuinely my first, well, technically second. This is genuinely my second attempt to play Tekken since BAM. I had a little bit of time during the day on Tuesday because I had a cancellation with a client, which meant that I could come home, and I did get to boot up the game very quickly. But other than that, yeah, I just had to wait for the weekend, and the only reason that I can do it right now is because I'm actually stuck in isolation waiting for the result for a COVID test. Otherwise, I would not be home. I'd be in the hospital. So with that in mind, this means that I can review some matches. Now, I was quite fortunate, so I had 9 games in my tournament run at BAM, so a pretty stacked game. Shame to those of you that didn't get 9 games, haha. God, that sounded fake. But unfortunately, my first game against Foam was not on stream. The other 8 games were, so I've got 8 games I can review, but yeah, the first game I can't review. Anyway, it was nice guy, Foam. It was nice to meet him and nice to verse him. I chatted to him a little bit afterwards. Seemed like a really knowledgeable guy, especially about third strike. So yeah, I hope he had a great time at the tournament. Great weekend at BAM. I definitely had a good time. Anyway, you're probably all getting sick of a black screen and me just talking. So let's start our first match. So my first match was against Spaced Mate. Also, I mean, I'm going to say this about every single person. Also a very nice guy. I went out for dinner with him after the top 8, after the grand finals and everything, and chatted to him a lot. So yeah, he was cool. Very cool guy. I hope he's doing well. I gather he had a good weekend.
Looks like up next we have AFriendlyTree versus Spaced Mate. So is in the world. AFriendlyTree. Yeah, of course. How do you learn stuff with?
Sorry, Tom and Shani. I know you guys do awesome commentary, but I'll skip ahead.
He's just not very consistent. I don't play very often. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's me. I'm not very consistent.
If you're consistently placing, top 8 podium places in tournaments.
Okay, so with this whole tournament, because I haven't really been playing in the last 5 weeks, I didn't go in thinking. I mean, I do have a lot of knowledge in the game. I'm not going to deny that, but I didn't go in thinking that my execution is going to be incredible, or that I'm just going to be so aware of everything. I knew that I'd have to be putting extra focus on what I was doing, and that would be hard. So a lot of the time, I would try and overwhelm my opponent and not have to deal with what they were doing. That was my general strategy, as long as I was comfortable enough in the matchup. If they gave me a reason to stop, then I would, if they gave me a reason to slow down, I would slow down. But otherwise, it was just rush down. Nina. Treebeard on point, thank you. Someone in the chat commented that I have a very shit fade. I'm thinking, I don't have a fade. This isn't faded at all, so yeah. Playing so well, thank you. I was just being offensive most of the time. That was bad awareness. So there, I should have done quarter circle forward 1. I would have got the wall. I would have got a side wall. I could have done a cross up too.
So that's a fun thing about that grab. The first part of it is unbreakable. So yeah, you can't break that.
There you go. I just went straight into the chain throw. No point conditioning in a first to 2 there, so I thought I'm just going to go straight for the multi. Why did I size it? But oh yeah, it's because it whiffed, right? So I saw the jab whiff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do something.
Jin's 2-1 an extremely underrated string. I think it's what's it called, the tracking on it. Just the really.
So I mean, that's also important in my game, seeing that he just defended after a down 2. So I can keep pestering. I keep doing things after that, even if it's just a bit of a mid check. Now the frame rate's a little bit bad. Oh, I remember that. So that's a sidestep 1.
it's a nosebleed stun.
Yes.
So if you hold down, you'll just go straight to the ground and you won't get that follow-up combo.
The frame rate was bad on the stream, not on the actual setup though. That's another check there. So I'm +1. So I don't reckon he attacked. I reckon he tried to step.
Just go straight to the ground and you won't get that follow-up combo.
They fixed it for the second day. I think they fixed it later in this day. I don't know what he did there. It kind of looked like he ducked for a second, then got back up.
The throw, so you take less damage. And you get up.
Yes. Similar to Giant Swing.
Yeah.
Nice 2-1-4. Oh.
Again, Space Mate just keeping the...
You notice I'm mostly sidestepping right here too, but not exclusively.
Back four once again. He's getting it. Look at this. Going for the style combos here.
And yeah, this is me just styling.
He's going for the carry here. He's going for the carry. Is he getting the wall?
That was nuts.
So I was quite happy to see that my butterflies, my execution wasn't as bad as I expected.
Got him on the ground. Massive
Yeah, so that situation there,
very close to the wall in a massive
with his position, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that there was very little risk there for me. If he moved in any way, that power crush hit him. He had to stay still to avoid that. But if he did a get-up kick, no, I don't think he would have launched me there. I think because of the weird axis, I think it would have just done a front one and it wouldn't have launched me if he did a get-up low. So regardless, I was thinking, this beats everything except one thing he can do. So I'll just do it, and I had a lot of life.
Who knew that BAMbeen would hit people on the ground after that?
Who knew BAMbeen would have after? I did.
Only he would. Or people that watch his content.
Yeah, of course.
But
no, it's Space Mate.
Ooh, that's a huge stuff.
I'm sad that missed. I don't know why that
That's
missed,
a huge stuff.
but it doesn't matter.
Nice, excellent block, but unfortunately no punish. Nice electric though.
Yeah.
Alright.
Toe kick would have missed. Sweep would have been too slow. I mean if he blocked, so if he stayed grounded and did nothing, if he tried a toe kick or anything, he gets hit by the BAMbeen. But if he stays grounded, the BAMbeen whiffs, and then in my recovery, he could do a get-up kick. So he would have got a guaranteed attack if he stayed grounded, but because of the axis, he wouldn't have launched me. So it would have done very little. It wouldn't have been like a game-changing situation.
Very common thing for gym players to do.
Going for my favourite wall setup.
Trying to go for the missed, unblockable missed. Nice, going for the 1-2 cancel.
What's low blocking from wake up? Sorry, low attacking from wake up. So like a low kick. So he could have stayed grounded and not needed to block it because my power crush would have whiffed. And then after that, once I was in recovery, he could have done a low kick or a mid kick and it would have hit me, but it wouldn't have launched me in that situation. Did the guy who came up to me compliment my videos, etc. at me? I had a few people do that, but the guy who, when I was sitting next to you, Sebi, the guy who came up to me, I had some games with him on Sunday after the tournament. I think he had a good weekend. Another Nina player, so it was awesome.
Once again.
Space Mate has the right idea. Like he's ducking all the high strings and he's throwing out like a lot of solid posts.
Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
He's throwing out the right idea. Like he's ducking all the high strings and he's throwing out.
There was no way I had the speed.
Off of anything that he's taking, right? Like that
You played versus Nina? Oh, who'd you play against?
Not turning it into anything afterwards. You're not using anything with the plus frames.
There were a few Ninas there I didn't know actually. A few I met,
Exactly.
but yeah, a few I didn't know.
And I think, yeah,
So that's the same situation as earlier.
and I think, yeah, like,
So
again,
he's just not familiar with it. That's okay.
nervous, you know, again, yeah, like, again,
And yeah, that
be a
axis,
little bit nervous,
you need to get a wall split like that.
Not only this might be his first
Oh,
game,
Toxic
but
Dirk, yeah, he's not bad. I've seen him in I've seen him online in some
someone
tournaments.
that's been hyped up, especially in this
Incredibly
scene.
high seed, right? Yeah, essentially.
Also, got to rip the shower curtain.
Incredibly high seed.
What did he do there?
Yeah, for sure.
That was me just being overly confident there. I thought he was going to button,
Incredibly high seed, right? Yeah, essentially. Yeah, for sure. Oh wow!
and he didn't actually button the way I expected.
Yeah.
I just go for damage here, into the back sway, because that'll beat any get up option he does. And if he did a toe kick, I would have got a wall splat and pretty much won. I don't know why I did that either, because there was no reason to do that.
Oh, there it is. He ducked that last time. Big time punish too.
Nice, he's going for Oki here.
Yeah, I like
It would have ended the match, but it was too much risk for unnecessary.
Ducks the full crouch down 4.
Yeah, wow.
Perfectly punishes it as well.
Beautiful defense from AFriendlyTree there. As we said, showing.
So that was just a rush down tree, rushing down in his territory, in his turf. Just like, I'm just gonna press buttons. If you do anything, I'm just gonna punish. I'm usually ready for those low kicks like that. So, like if you remember the I know it's online, but the Tekken Online Challenge. When I versed Subject, I won our game because he did one of those kicks too, and I did a while standing 1/1+2 punish. I know they're not bad moves, but they're quite easy to see, and if you've got a good I-13, it's good. Okay, next I versed Dakota. So I'm not familiar with Dakota. He's a Ling player, which I was quite glad I got to verse a Ling because I think it's a good matchup for Nina. I think any Nina player would agree that this is a good matchup for Nina, but it's still one that I still make a lot of mistakes in. I'm just like, I know what to do, and then I stuff it up.
I've seen this player, so
They've gotten a bit into the bracket.
it's kind of more scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, right?
I got to speak to Dakota briefly after our game too. I got to speak to everyone.
If I'm play a match friendly tree, I'm going to be less.
And yeah, he seemed real nice. He was,
No idea what you're sitting next to.
if I remember correctly, he'd come over from Indonesia not too long ago, so he was pretty new to the Australian scene.
Select screen.
Oh,
I think they're gonna forget pads first.
Indonesia, but I'm not sure where exactly. Sorry.
Want to avoid any disruption.
Now I did this. I got rid of all the pads every single time I was on stream. So all of my games beforehand, I go into that.
So, you know, if you want to help out your fellow.
Let's
might
go
be that
forward.
more than one person. Leroy,
Hey, okay, time for some mix.
and then we thought Leroy, Natalie.
Is he in Melbourne? Was it him or was it Samples that they're in Victoria but they're quite far away? I think it might have been Dakota that
Yes, yes,
he's
once
in
again,
Victoria
we
but he
have
lives
absolutely
like a few
zero
hours away.
replays through this entire-
Sure, it's
Yeah, get that variety, man. Get to see as much as we can. Of,
Anyway, Infinite
Tekken
against
scene,
Ling.
and that sort of character variety that
Oh,
we
Samples
have.
isn't very far. There we go.
Excellent, it's good. Makes a better viewing experience for everybody.
All right, randoming to an infinite.
Okay, so
Never won.
pretty strong start. Horrible punish by me. As soon as I did, I'm like, oh no, I'm totally not on form in the way I want to be. And then, why did I do that? The whiff punish. I thought it whiffed. I thought I had time. Yeah, I see. Because I got up and I blocked. Well, I got up, blocked mid, ducked, then it whiffed. I'm like, oh sweet.
Ooh, big time.
Yeah, and I've seen that happen a lot. So I didn't have the knowledge to do a timing check there. It wasn't smart.
Ooh, big time.
Ali rolls underneath down back two. You've seen two AOP.
And yeah, as soon as he did that roll, I know he's going to try and do the reset. So it's just
Setting
tick
the
roll.
tone early, Dakota is. Ooh, nice counter hit. Quarter circle forward, 3
I get the off axis, meaning I get the 3. Boom!
Ooh, nice Oki conversion. Very
Four
good.
into the open.
I don't know why he did that, but as soon as he did that, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Upwards, very clean shot. Dakota was a little bit too ham on that Rager, and Friendly Tree punished him hard for it. First round going to him.
Very, very clean play. As I said, man, you can see the
Don't know why I did
experience
low
in the way Friendly
Dick
Tree
Jed
plays.
there.
Of course,
More just showing, even though I know what to do, I just do stupid things.
nice with punish.
That was a smarter whiff punish than the while standing 1/1+2. At least it was a no risk one after stuffing up before.
Floor.
Then I get the tackle.
Nice, it just.
I love that tech.
Very, very
Is that
clean.
Nina or is that Mana?
Is that Nina or Mata? No. Yeah, see now, after getting launched earlier, I'm like, alright, I'm just going to use more 1+4 when I see him in a potential Cali roll or AOP situation.
Nice float, full conversion here. Not having walls really hurting Xiao.
Is that the one? No, it's not.
Really hurting Xiao.
There were a few of those where I got up and I fuzzied low mid and I must have been just off. And I'm like, oh damn, I thought I was still blocking low and I must have been just off.
Wow, and the
That was beautiful.
nice. Friendly Tree hacked it. Nice. Wow, and the hop kick from Dakota.
Because I thought he was just going to let me keep my pressures. I'm like, I'm just going to go for low. And
Down 1+2. Dakota.
I expected the low there because it would have been the low into another guess and I would have died.
Xiao's real. Very, very nice.
Nice. Blocks it. Oh, AOP up forward 3.
Similar situation, frame advantage, I go for a low and he launches me.
Yeah, very, very.
I think that happens a lot in this tournament.
Little damage into mix. Little,
I do remember that because I'm like, hey, that's what I was trying to do.
little walk.
We both did like a launching, sweeping, count it low, whatever, you know, both did
Friendly Tree there.
a super unsafe way. Okay, now this annoyed me. Because the 4-3 into AOP,
That side step 3 is catching Friendly Tree there.
Big pressure.
so you do 4-3, then you don't cancel it into AOP, you go manual into AOP. While standing 4, if you do it instantly, it goes under, but if you delay it by a tiny bit, then it actually hits her. And I did say this to, I think it was even Hangman afterwards, I did say that it was annoying me because I did that and I knew the situation, but it didn't work for me like twice. And well, he said, well then why doesn't he just delay the AOP? But I don't think he delayed the AOP. I think it's that I didn't delay the while standing 4 enough. I reckon I was like just off. That looked pretty instant there actually. But there's another one later. I thought I delayed a lot, and I mustn't have delayed enough.
Right now, the aggression from Dakota. Oh, catches him. Nice. Spring kicks, very nice. Catches a fake Oki.
Yeah, now I was sweating. I'm like, ooh, am I going to lose this? Only won 1 round because of the Oh, that was one of the ones that I'm like, I swear, I thought I blocked it. You look at it, but I must have just let go of something.
Knew that the first time that happened, Dakota, what's it called, did that into the back.
He didn't duck there, which is a good sign for me. Dakota's in chat. Awesome.
Yeah, I reckon might get a gap. Yeah, very, very nice.
Welcome. That was a good game, man. It was a good game. Thank you for tuning in.
To keep Dakota at bay here, takes game 1. Very that will do or die again.
I mean, I told you right after the match, you definitely had me sweating.
Laying down, and he was like, "Hey, I then go for that back to counter hit."
Start mixing up into the low. I mean, like out of AOP and like he just a couple spawns.
Said like one mistake.
Exactly right.
Thank you for showing up on time,
especially in Tekken 7, right? Like when the damage gets higher and higher and higher, it raises the importance of like the micro decisions. Just the tiniest.
Yeah. So I mean, that first game definitely could have gone either way.
Part of like a lot of situational work and excellent punishment.
Hydrate. Will do, sir. Will do.
Punish with the down forward 1-2.
Nice. Big time launcher here. He's gonna get the wall. No, goes for Oki.
My first butterfly drop of the tournament.
Dakota's response seems to be a little bit more common than we thought.
That was, I mean,
It's really interesting.
quick escape.
Dakota's response.
Because I got him back turned.
Really interesting to see
He could have still, he turned around as you can see, he could have still blocked that, but because he pressed a button to get out of it. So that was a read on him pressing a button, getting a counter hit.
I don't want to deal with this string.
There you go, see that's, I don't even know if he did the AOP there, but I delayed that slightly.
But the problem is that AFriendlyTree is going to have that knowledge. He's going to know how to deal
Nice
with
conversion.
As you've seen, the ivory cutters, the down 3.
Went for the reset again, so as soon as I see that roll, I'm always going to tech roll. You could tech and then do something scary off that, but I'm going to tech and I'm probably going to block mid.
Very nice. Keeping it simple.
So what happened there? I think I delayed that too much. Yeah, and it came out as, like, it looked like a while standing 4 instead.
Excellent punish on the blonde bomb.
Back turn just goes low. Very nice. Keeping it simple.
Yeah, I think that was a while standing 4, so I think that time was I delayed it too much. Because I was annoyed that I'd done it wrong earlier. And yeah, that was a dumb challenge of me. My panic up forward 3. I don't think in that situation, I don't think I can sidestep that. Can I sidestep it to the right? Maybe I can just sidestep right it in that situation. You have to sidewalk left, I don't think I'd have enough time.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge punish.
Knowing AFriendlyTree, this is the wall.
Yeah.
Yep, there you are.
Now I do the cross up, don't I? Yeah. And you blocked it. I was so impressed when you blocked that. Because I'm like, man, no one blocks that first go.
A weird conversion.
Even Nina players don't block that first go.
Again on the side wall, kind of screwed him there, but it worked out okay.
I got the counter hit.
AFriendlyTree on set point now.
Very, very convincing game 2 so far. Looks like download might be complete here. Let's see if Dakota can down 3-2 right at the beginning of the
Did that counter hit you? I did it thinking a button at the start. But it didn't look like you pressed the button. I think that you might have got robbed there. That might have been just a neutral guard situation.
He's like, hey, I know you're going to do a move slower than 16 frames.
Yeah, so that Ray hands there, if you did anything, it would trade with me in the worst case for me.
I like it.
Most things you do, or many things you do, we'll just reset, you'll be on the ground, or I'll get a wall splat, or like a mini wall splat.
Oh, he lets it rip. Do or die hop kick there from Dakota. Gets the wall.
It was a good hop kick.
Nice damage, goes for the setup. Nice AFriendlyTree just staying on the ground there.
And the sidestep one.
You panicked and pressed forward. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
Sidestep one is so strong.
Because yeah, I remember I thought you were going to press a button, and when it hit I was like, I didn't see a button.
Of course, as much as it is boom.
Yeah. Now that was a fun set. I mean, all the games I had were fun. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to have crazy insight into what's going on in these matches, but at least I can pick apart a few little situations and explain what I was trying to do, or what I did wrong, or you know, what was going through my mind at the time. Okay, my 4th match was against Cheapies. Now I know Cheapies. I've versed him before. Hey Damu, how you going, mate? Sorry we didn't get some games on Sunday after the tournament. They closed much earlier than I thought. It's a shame. We'll have to get some games sometime soon. I'll try and make it to Pixel one evening at least if you're there.
Cheapy's very strong himself.
Yeah, so Cheapy's, I'd thought all until this match, I thought he was an Ana player, like, through and through. So I had thought, okay, what do I need to remember for the matchup against Ana? And I hadn't had a chance to play, but I did have a chance to just sort of run through some things in my mind. And then he put Claudio. I was like, huh. I'm not too good against Claudio. I guess this is one of those cases of when I haven't played for a long time, because I'm relying so much on Legacy to do what I do. I'm unfamiliar with the animations, so it makes it a bit hard. I find it a bit harder to verse characters like Claudio for that reason, even though I've been versing him for 7 years now. Things like 4-3, I still have a lot of trouble ducking while standing 1-1. I mean, it's punishable, and he's got a mid option, so I wouldn't try and duck it. But yeah, 4-3 ducking that, and sidestepping right down 1-2 I find really hard. So guaranteed. Looked like I was a bit slow there, so I don't think that was actually guaranteed. And yeah, I had the life. I didn't think he was going to do anything too scary. I mean, a hop kick might have beaten my jab there. His hop kick's pretty good. Either way, it didn't. And this early... Okay, here's something I think about. This early in the game, sometimes I deliberately fall into those traps because I want the person to think they can cash in on it later. So then if he did something and it hit me, I didn't think it was going to be too big a deal early in the game. But then I think if he saves that and thinks that's my secret tech that I can win this first to two with, and then he does it and I blow him up for it, that's pretty revolutionary. So sometimes I try and give people false information like that. But not always. Sometimes I just brain dead press buttons into situations. Like you'll see in a match soon.
It's a very condensed neutral between these two, man. They're playing it like range 0.
Yeah,
got the counter hit, got the wall, jump over.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, and that's a wall splat, so that was... I would have got pretty much full, well, half-life at least from that combo, I reckon, if I didn't drop it. Do a sidestep left 1, back sway, up forward 4, into butterflies. I would have gotten to the other corner probably.
Screen space he's gotten. He's just slowly pushing Cheapy to the wall, and that's going to send him all the way.
Yeah, that shouldn't have worked on him, and that's one of those things I thought that'll work on him later too. And yeah, I showed off with the cross up there. Once again though, this does show that, like, overall I'm just being aggressive and I'm trying to just get things over quickly before they can figure out what I'm failing at, because there's a lot I'm failing at this weekend. But I can cover it up by just finishing the match as quick as possible.
That's what we like to see. Yeah, okay.
Like to see some mana.
Yeah, AFriendlyTree nods in approval as well.
So this is what I've mentally prepared for.
It's going to be interesting here.
And by mentally prepared, I mean I'd run through my head a couple of situations, a couple of things I was ready to do. Based on the one time I'd versed Cheapies before, I remember that he used a lot of Chaos Judgment. And I also was thinking he's probably going to do down 3-4-1 at least once in the set, so I need to sidestep left.
Very, same, but very, very different.
Yeah, of course.
And then also about full crouch. If I see him full crouch, I wanted to sidewalk left, but I wasn't quick enough for that.
Yeah. They share a couple of animations, and that's about it. So.
All right, let's go.
So I just had a very basic defensive plan here, and my overall game plan was to still just try and rush down.
Goes for a full crouch down for 2. Gets him straight to the wall.
Nice follow-up Oki.
Goes for the down for 3.
Some ducking, it looked like lows. The harassment here.
Clearly it's not working very well so far. There you go. So that time he ducked it. That time he proved to me that earlier was... I can't get away with the same thing twice.
Immediately adjusted.
No! Wow, the patience.
So I got to do some dumb things.
Oh, missed.
It's because he teched and ducked,
Side splat. That was huge from Dakota.
Nice, that's a great combo. That's hard.
which is very smart. Teching and ducking is one of the best things you can do there.
Nice.
Didn't quite get the wall, but that's fine.
One for 2. Throw tech from Cheapies. Nice, sidestep 4. That's plus.
That was a misinput. That was a down forward 3, because I remember that and that annoyed me.
Nice. Excellent punish.
A lot of things annoyed me, but when I get a misinput, I get very annoyed.
Yes.
Likewise with that down back 4 on the round start. Before that was a down 4.
AFriendlyTree just trying to play that down 3 Yeah.
Wow, he just went in and did it.
Up forward 2-1.
That was a sidestep one.
Up
Again.
2-1.
Oh, drops his combo a little bit though.
Butterfly, excellent Blake on the 1+2 throw. Dan goes for the forward 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wipe the floor. Nice.
I know a lot of players I can't use that against, that throw into the forward 2, but bad punish, but it's okay because I had a lead. But I'll still try it against a lot of people until they prove to me that I can't. Because I am minus after that throw break. I'm like -2 or something, so that'll trade with a 15. And yeah, that was because I was failing to sidewalk in the way I wanted. I thought, well, let's just mitigate the risk. He'd have to do a while standing 2 there, but yeah.
Big time. We're going to see a side splat here. Yeah, kind of. Nice. Made the most of an awkward situation there with the side
Combo.
splat. Goes for Roki here.
There's an unscaled hit.
GP's back in this round.
Yeah. I'm like, the whole match, I'm like, he's going to do down 3-4-1 at some point. I need the sidestep left. It comes out, I do a sidestep right.
One way against Anna and one way against Nina. No break on the 1+2 throw.
But yeah.
Not ready for it. Break on that throw though.
Yeah.
A big part of the throws here is just to give them something else to think about.
Nice size to 4.
And that's going to be that.
Yeah, sidestep right.
Very nice.
Nina, you sidestep right Nina's, but if you're a female, you actually sidestep left or sidestep right Nina's. So if you use a female character or someone with a good sidestep, look into it. But if you're familiar with that string, just get used to sidestep lefting it.
As Shani said, we've got one more set. 2 more.
Yeah. But anyway, I did the one thing that I didn't want to do in that situation, and it stepped the wrong way. Could have done an attack reversal. Could have jab traded. Yeah, most males have to sidestep right Nina and sidestep left Anna. I'm pretty sure everyone has to sidestep left Anna, but females can sidestep Nina either direction. Well, most females. Probably a few others. I don't know who else, but yeah, some characters have a lot of trouble stepping it. If they can only sidestep right though, that's where if you've got your right side your left side to the wall or the opponent's right side to the wall, down 3-4-3 becomes quite hard for them to deal with. Because they either have to duck the 4 to do something, or they have to do an attack reversal or something like that. Oh, who's messaging me? Okay. Alright, my next match. So match 5. This was against McCheese. I'd just gone out for dinner with him before this and talked to him a lot. Not that that affects the situation at all, but I was feeling confident to tackle his king. I was thinking, I'm ready for his king. From what I've seen, I'm not worried about it. Not that he's a bad king. I think he's a good king, definitely. But I didn't really worry too much about his king. I thought, okay, I can take this match.
Literally, yeah. As Shani was saying, bro, a very large portion of Nina players around
Thanks
the
for
world
the follow, SG chat.
Their growth to FriendlyTree's content. So very, very well-renowned player. And yeah, McCheese, man, he...
Oh god, you're politically aligning the Williams sisters.
That was one of the crazier ones over the...
Yeah, I did not expect his Farcom Room, and if anyone jumped into the beginning of the stream today, you saw I had the Farcom Room anti-video going. That was the first time I've watched it in such a long time, but I'm sort of kicking myself at how poorly I was playing this match. But no, props to Cheese. I think he made a good call using Farcom Room. One, like I said, because I haven't been playing much, and I quite clearly stated to a lot of people I haven't been playing much. I didn't have that familiarity. I wasn't ready for any of the new characters as much as the older characters. So like King and stuff, I'm like, I know what's going on. I can see, I can identify animations very quickly, and I can react to them in that way. Even if my reactions aren't that fast, I'm more prepared for older characters just because of legacy experience. Farcom Room, I don't think I've really versed a Farcom Room before this. Like maybe once or twice online. Surely once or twice online. But my only real experience with him is when I made the punishment in the stringing videos. And since then there have even been patches where things have changed for him. Mostly in the opponent's favour, not Farcom Room's favour. But still, I wasn't as prepared. I definitely wasn't prepared for a Farcom Room, a Leroy, or a Lydia, even though I knew they were likely going to come up. I just didn't have the opportunity. And I did not play this well at all.
Everybody's secondary.
That's true.
Very, very strong character. Very, very simple kit too, you know. So, you know, it's just about...
I wonder what I'm thinking. Silly tree.
Exactly right. There's so many to choose from as well.
Yes, and especially has a excellent punish game as well.
I think then I was just thinking, okay, so down 4, launch punish. Down 4, 2-3 is now Nick 13. Down 3 plus 4, Nick 17. I was running through stuff like that in my head. So look at that. See, he's got the same game plan as me, where I was like, I'm just going to rush down and not have to deal with the pressure. But he beat me to it. I should have done the Farkman specific, but to be honest, because he peeled off the wall there, it wouldn't have worked anyway.
Yeah, he was not letting up, didn't give him a chance to do anything. Constant pressure there. We'll see if it sort of that momentum continues throughout the set.
Yeah, so I think this matchup was literally we were both just rushing each other down. It's I don't want to have to try and defend your pressure, so I'm just going to rush you down.
Oh my god, that splat was wild. Damn, you just let that down for a 2 rip.
Yeah, so because of the wall, I didn't do that. Oh, my throw breaks during this.
Throw and actually lands it. What's for Oki?
No Oki. He messed it up a little bit there. McChee's got away with murder. Right forward, running 3.
Hey, what are they talking about? I had good Oki there.
No Oki. He messed it.
What's for Oki? Throw and actually lands it.
So the low is uninterruptible there. I thought he was going to get up and block low. So I went for, I was trying to twitch confirm. If he moved at all, I got a full launcher, and I won.
Yep, that was beautiful commitment from AFriendlyTree. He recognized the plus frames, held back for a bit. When he realized McCheese wasn't going to commit, he went straight and started forcing his own game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, that's the wild rising 3. Small punish, you take those, but... Oh, lets it rip again, back 1.
He gets the hop kick. What did he get me with there? I heard the noise. I think I did a down forward 1. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, he's just defending. I'll just down forward 1 again. But I got hop kicked from it. Oh, that was nearly a wall splat. Ah!
Yeah, no, but okay. Okay, lost the wall there. AFriendlyTree has, but he's still up 2 rounds here. Jump over was crazy.
What you missed? You missed the game against Cheapies.
Huge damage off of that conversion.
So he used Claudio, then he swapped to Anna, and I sidestepped right to the down 3-4-1. But I still won. So this is still winners. This was the battle for top 16. So winner of this gets into winners top 16.
This is going to be a lot of damage. Look at the conversion as well.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I won against Cheapies. Hold on, what did I miss there? I remember this. I was feeling myself. I'm like, that's only +1. No way is something going to catch an up back 1 here. But it did. So I reckon that was too much risk on my behalf. Now that wall hit, if you're on axis, Nina can tech roll the last hit, but I'm off axis there, so it didn't really matter. And then I was just trying to get up to block a mid there, but that down forward 1 hits me while I'm trying to get up. Crazy, good OP characters. I don't know how that hit me. I must have tried to sidestep, or I don't know what I did. It might have just been neutral guard, because I'm only -8 there. I thought the wall was there, I forgot, so I did that to get the wall break. I would have gone for something much better. Okay. That was me just buttoning. That wasn't me. Like I said earlier, I sometimes fall into things deliberately when it's a low risk situation. And yeah, once I did the forward 2 there, I knew the power crush was going to hit me. I was like, well, I may as well get as much damage as I can, because yeah. And sometimes with power crushes, that forward 2-1, the final hit trades at least. So at least I would have knocked him back. Like, it would have traded and counter hit and sent him flying back.
Yeah, he was willing to eat all those hits. It was a really
but
good
no.
time to use the power crush, actually, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's a situation where AFriendlyTree is going to start trying to fight his way out of the corner, you know, and then being Nina, you know, going for those quick mid strings, sidestep, that sort of thing. Went for and committed for a longer string, and
yeah, so
that power crush and just shoot straight through it. So
I don't want to say that what I was doing was wrong there. It was just that I was falling for traps, and it was just whoever was rushing down, whoever had the most momentum was winning this game. That's how I was perceiving it at the time.
So going into game 2 here, it's going to be on AFriendlyTree to make something happen here. Deep in thought before this one starts.
But damn, I was so close to winning that first game. I was 2 rounds up and I blew it. I just fell into every little trap.
Yeah, exactly right. He's gonna have those. He's been hitting those hard mode combos all day, so and it does benefit him. I mean, Fakuma has disgusting wall.
I sidestepped something.
Being able to keep him away from the wall / be the one to do the wall carry himself will add.
Yeah, I should have gone for something bigger there. I knew I was going to avoid the toe kick.
Huge Oki situation. And he's dead. Round 1.
Yeah, it looked a bit like the start of the last game.
So that was less about letting him. Well, that was more about letting him lose, not letting him lose position. But, what am I saying? That was more about me maintaining position and knowing that I was keeping him a hit away from pressure. And that, he did that to me earlier and he didn't complete it. And this time he did. It's like, why didn't I stand up block mid?
It's almost like a tennis match. It's just back and forth.
Like,
very back.
he could have done a low there, which would have been higher reward if I ducked and punished it, but not much reward for him.
Yeah, exactly right.
Ooh, up forward 1.
What did that catch?
Exactly right.
Down back 2.
That's gonna be big.
That's the second time this tournament down back 2
And
has
goes
made
for
me
Oki,
eat
picks
a
up
lot of
nothing
damage.
Really off of it though.
Yeah, recognised he wouldn't get the wall by doing the hell sweep ender.
Yep. So he went for Oki instead. Traded a little bit of damage. Hasn't really worked out for him here. Went for the kick.
That annoyed me too. Like, how did that not punish? Was I that slow?
Went for the kick parry, no punish.
Minus 17, I couldn't get my 12 frame because I like did it as fast as I could. I swear.
Cheeky little low kick.
But nah, it's
Yeah,
on
didn't
me.
want to wait too much, just committed to the low string there. I think
Still won the round.
He was just starting to think he was waiting too much, didn't want to give the momentum back.
Should have low parried those. I could see some of those down back 4s because they sort of, he's got that weird sound effect before it. So I'm not going to say I was reacting to it, but there were a few times where I'm like, I hear this weird sound, oh, I should block low, when I should have done, oh, I should low parry.
This time, I do remember AFriendlyTree pressing on the frames last time, but was smart enough to not do it twice.
That was an instant cash in. He did that, I didn't duck and I punished. He does it again thinking I'm going to be more aware of that move because it just happened. No idea how I didn't block that, didn't break that. I totally thought I broke that throw. But,
fighting for his winner's side life
yeah.
now all of a sudden. Oh, up forward 1 again! He just did it 3 times!
With that up forward 1, yeah, I was aware I couldn't do a punch, but I still fell for that a few times.
We're going to get the wall, yes.
Very nice conversion.
Should have done 1 less butterfly and I could have got more damage at the wall.
Oh, that's going to be real bad, yeah. Oki situation again here. Catches them low again.
Another low.
Game on the block, and again,
People say winning with lows is bad, and he could have got up and blocked that low and while standing 1-2 punished me, but he couldn't low parry it.
That is
While standing 1-2 with a wall splat, so he would have still got a ton of damage. I wasn't thinking about the wall per se, but I was thinking about the fact that he couldn't low parry it.
AFriendlyTree just not scared at all. He's starting to commit to the lows a little bit more. I think he realizes he can start hitting them, especially closing out round and can turn on its head.
You got your options like the AFriendlyTree has. Especially now, full conversion into the Hell Sweep Ender should get the wall.
Yeah.
Alright.
So AFriendlyTree
The arena. I think I just get absolutely ragdolled this game.
Yep, exactly right. All the movement should be either to sort of take a move out or to...
All I needed to do was sidestep left a little bit more. Like there, if I sidestepped left, I would have got a launch. Instead, I did an attack button.
No, didn't get the full conversion. Splat a bit too low, and it turns into a full conversion for AFriendlyTree.
Could have done something different there and got the wall splat. I think I was just too nervous. I'm like, let's just go for what I'll definitely hit and hope it'll reach the wall. So I did the lay down forward 1 there, you might have noticed.
Yeah, he definitely has a read on some low, and he's playing
The idea was I wouldn't get punch parried. That was him cashing in on the same situation off a different tool, which I wasn't aware enough of. Down forward 1-2, down forward 1-2-1, 3-1-2, and up forward 1 were all situations I should have been more aware of, but I wasn't. That's a high. I thought that was a mid during this match. That's a mid.
Not going to die though, scaling. Down forward 4, down forward 4, down 4. Very nice.
So much damage off his lows, man.
He cashed in on that read straight away, noticed that tree didn't press, and then went straight for the wall splat.
Very clean.
So that time I did a kick. I'm like, well, this is, at least it shuts down the situation without me getting punch parried and without me getting low crushed.
That's still 50% off a hit. Oh, not again. That time
Just another cash in. That I got so bodied, man.
2-1 there. very, very strong showing.
But I remember after that match, I thought to myself, all right, so he really cashed in on a lot of things in that last game, and he did great to identify what was going to work on me. But I saw what was working too, and I thought, all right, I'm not going to fall for that if it happens to me. Oh, let's remove that horrible picture of me. Sorry. So I thought, all right, so if I get a run back with him, I'll totally be ready for it. I was not ready for it. Last game for day one. Hey, Aaron, how we going, mate? Our last game for day one was against Samples. So Samples he was a bit of an unknown in the tournament. Not many people knew who he was. And I saw him take out a number of pretty big names before this match. So I did ask a few people if they'd seen any of it and if they knew who he used. And I heard he used a couple of characters, but people told me he mostly used Eddie.
Yeah, well, I see AFriendlyTree is back on the stage there, so he's going to be there.
So I guess the moral of this is any match I went to and I was mentally prepared, I knew who I was going up against. I did a lot better than the characters who I wasn't ready for. Come on. Alright, Sample seemed like a very nice guy. Said he's from the Philippines.
Yes, Eddie. Not the strongest character in this game.
I'm doing well, thanks. Quiet at home right now. Quiet at home. Waiting for a text message from the COVID people so I can get out of my house.
There's obviously that mix-up game.
Unrelated to BAM, I was in close contact with someone on Wednesday,
Don't think I've ever met a casual Tekken player
and I got notified yesterday, so I had to go do a PCR due to the circumstance with the family.
Like the finer details of a strong
Hello, hey boy, thank you for the follow.
ability to move and adapt and slide in, get those big hit confirms into the Oki.
I feel fine, I feel perfectly fine. It's just because of my daughter being in hospital.
AFriendlyTree starting us
There
strong
we
with
go.
the offense.
Size at 1+2 conversion, and I didn't know where the wall was there.
Ooh, check throw.
Then my knowledge checked.
Oh, a lot of whiffs there.
Just checking with a quick mid.
This guy though, I have to say, what's BAM12? Battle Arena Melbourne 12. It's the biggest major that happens in Melbourne. Often it's the biggest major that happens in Australia. That was beautiful.
Instantly on the whiff punish. Look at the damage. Wow, one
Matchup knowledge here. Though AFriendlyTree showing Eddie matchup knowledge here.
That Eddie backdash there. I mean, it was a tip down two. At close range down two, that wouldn't have whiffed. But still, the awareness of him to get the punish.
That's a disaster. Round's not over though. Oh, he missed
If they're in, by the way, if Eddie's in relax, down 4-1 becomes like free for Nina. If they press a button, you can float them with it. The one might whiff, or if they do something else that gets them up, they'll get counter hit by it, so it at least becomes a natural counter combo. So you'll see me use a lot of down 4-1 in those situations. There are better things I can do, but once again, with how out of practice I was, I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to go for what I know definitely works. I have plenty of time to do it and react. It just kills relax, really. I mean, there are still situations Eddie can get into where it won't work, but in situations like that, or most things on block, it'll often just give you a combo even.
Round's not over though. One more hit here. Blocks the low. We're still going.
That was a down forward 4.
just goes under the magic.
It came out as a magic 4. I don't know what I did wrong there, but I did a down forward 4.
That was crazy. Very nice stuff. Samples. But he immediately gets low parry. This is going to be big damage here.
And I like the choice to low parry as well.
Shouldn't have completed that string. I could have got way more hits. I could have got a lot more damage there.
Alright, back on the wall here.
And there, okay, thanks to versing Rami so much, I'm so used to the sidestep 1+4 there, that every time I see them sidestep there, I always block low first. But now Eddie can do like sidestep back 2-4 and sidestep 2 and things like that. He's got good mid options there.
Although it looks like Samples kind of
No
wants to back up and
punish.
get a little bit of space, but boy, AFriendlyTree is not letting him get any.
That was another knowledge check. I'm lucky that he wasn't ready for that. But what was my life? I was fine. I was fine.
The jab string there, which is, not everyone's ready for that, so it could be a hint of what more stuff to come on
Sidestep
defense
was
for
good.
Samples.
So there, see that counter hit. This is like the only matchup that I'll use one down 4-1 outside of a combo, and I'll very rarely use it in a combo. Yeah, that was +8 into a frame trap, so I don't know what he pressed, it didn't matter. If he pressed anything, that was a counter hit. Look at that again! So, I mean, that was dumb of me, because he backdashed in that situation earlier. I did something with even less range.
Big time launch. Not going to get the wall though, because Eddie doesn't get wall carry, but...
I did have a feel, and from the earlier round, I noticed that up forward 1 was hitting him lots.
Ooh, another low parry. He's starting to scout the lows here.
Yeah, Tree's noticed that Sample likes to keep out. With
Drops the hard combo.
And he's approaching with a low parry.
I forget what I tried to do there, the down 3. I think I just panicked.
FriendlyTree looking very
Down
good here.
4-1 would have been smarter.
Solid understanding of the Eddie matchup. Solid understanding of how he needs to apply his own tools to win the
I remember I remember doing that down 3-4 and thinking, why did I do that? It was so stupid. Like it was still guaranteed, but he could have got up. He could have eaten the down 3 and then ducked the 4 and launched me.
Random as well, like the old days in the Tekken World Tour where that was the rule. Infinite's proof.
And he went no, he didn't go random.
Here, so going to be a bit more of a compact wall
Hey,
stage.
Silence, how we going? Welcome to the stream.
We go here. Going into game. We're going to adapt. How's Sample going to change things up and be able to turn this around, get it to a 1-1 situation?
Yeah,
Exactly lost the first game 3-1, so rather convincing.
I don't think he completed that string once, and I'm not going to say that I could see it, but you can kind of see the animation change if he's going to complete the string. So I felt pretty confident. Like that time I did a while standing 4. That time I did a while standing 4 because I sort of delayed it a little bit just in case to make sure I could see it right, but he still didn't complete the string. If that was Tekken Tag 2, that was me dead. Still playing. I'm playing when I can. This is the only time I've really played in the last really 8 weeks. My daughter was born about 6 weeks ago yesterday. Sorry, about like I don't know the date of my daughter's birth. My daughter was born 6 weeks ago yesterday, and she's a preemie, so she's in the hospital. So my life at the moment is work. I get up at about 6:45. I get to work. I finish work 4:35. I get to the hospital. I leave the hospital about 8:39. I get home. I quickly eat something. I go to sleep and I do it again. But at the moment I'm isolating because I was a close contact for someone with COVID. So I can't be at the hospital right now, and it's the weekend. So I had time and I thought, alright, well I can go through my matches. So I haven't had the time, otherwise I'd be playing. How long did it take you to get this guy, to get this good? I've been playing since Tekken 5, like at the arcade and stuff, so yeah. Thank you, she's actually doing really well. I won't go into too much detail here, but the only issue with her is that she was born so prematurely. Everything else is going great, so she should come out of it perfectly fine.
Yeah, Tree's been on those punishes, but that string does have an extension that Samples is yet to utilize.
Yes.
That was a bad whiff punish of me.
Going for the same setup here. No, just gonna get the
Sidestep 3+4 is a pretty good move for Eddie, and Nina doesn't consistently punish it either.
Sample's looking very good this round.
I did not expect him to complete that string. I mean, I know it's only -14. It's not like I would have won by blocking that and punishing. Oh, that was a misinput. I remember that.
Golden letters in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it's going to be the adjustment
Letters in a very
I think it was a down forward 3 I did. Yeah, I did a down forward 3 there. And it came out as a forward 3. I'm like, I'll take it.
And you're at the wall. Best believe FriendlyTree's got those wall carry combos. Gets the wall.
Yeah, Sidestep 3+4 is really good.
Side splat.
back and forth.
Yeah, I talked about that situation before. Worst case scenario, I'd trade. Oh no, I guess Eddie. I think his spring kick actually beats it.
Ooh, but Sample responds.
Like the backsway, you have to sidestep backsway against Eddie and Kings.
Just not getting the low wall splat.
Oh,
that was
huge,
beautiful.
Got the damage. Oh, that looked like an input error. Cameraman kind of freaked out a little bit there. Sample trying to back up here. Good punish. That was crazy. Scouted the low.
Yeah, if he did down 2-3 there, he won that round. I think he still wins it though.
Huge hill to climb for a Friendly Tree, but he's getting extremely close. No. But he's getting.
So what did I do there? I did a down 4, I think.
But he's getting extremely
It was stupid of me because I didn't have. I mean, I trade with a 13 frame.
Yeah, still set point for Friendly Tree, but Sample's alive and kicking.
See, he's still. I don't know if that was like a misinput or what he's doing. That was annoying.
Oh, wow,
I was like, it whiffed, so I pressed the button and I got hit. I should have just waited and blocked, because that's a free launch for Nina. No duck there. God, why did I do that again? It's such a risky situation.
Again.
Didn't want the forward for 1+2. Well, so what I did in that situation... Oh, it's too far to go back, sorry. What I did in that situation, I was going for the tackle, but he didn't tech to get up. So I hadn't charged, I'd already done like a triple dash, so I couldn't commit to a forward 1+2 without it being interruptible. So I'd already committed thinking he was going to tech roll, and because I saw he didn't dash, I'm like, well then I'll just do a 50-50 because I know that works in that situation.
The eyes looking a lot of while making a launcher. How
Friendly Tree.
Trying to put I don't know if she can get it off one.
Very cloak for that bitchin' or whether
because after that, if they tech roll, you get a tackle, so then you get the
round start's always so important.
well, you get the game in that situation.
Straight off the bat.
Exactly. You're setting the pace here. What are we going to do?
Unless they broke it, but it's not a bad situation if they break it.
Ready to play a little bit more patient here. Looks like he's just waiting for his one good hit.
Yeah, he recovers crouching. I knew that as soon as they have enough. Oh, damn it.
Nice block and punish.
Against Edie, that's like -17, but you've got to be careful because against a lot of characters, it's not that minus. The toe kick frame data changes from character to character if people didn't know. There you go, there's that pickup. Once again, I could get more than that, but I didn't have the ability to focus. I didn't have the time and the mental preparedness to be able to do those things. So I just went for easy stuff.
Perfect pickup as well. Nina has a very solid punish for the relax.
Yeah, while standing 1+2 will work consistently on every character. But you can blom bomb, you can power crush against most males.
He's able to pick it up every time. That's been the story of this game.
There's not really a reason to, but you can.
Here we go. This is how the last game went though. Sample started slow and sort of worked his way back into it over time. Oh, went for the tackle and it went horrendously badly. Awkward angle there. Yeah, just goes for a simple ender into a guaranteed ender. Very nice.
Simple, yeah.
We're back to
that was more knowledge check. I mean, I didn't care. He'd get a while standing 4 on that. That's all he'd get.
Tree just looking for an opening. That could have been it. Wasn't ready.
Ooh, ducks are high. Nothing really out of it though.
This is pretty bad of me. Like, because I have the lead, I'm throwing out. I'm giving him opportunities.
Tree takes it 2-1 in a very convincing final game there.
That's all good.
Yeah. Just looking really good there, just capitalising on the plus frames off the low and not mucking about. Samples went for the rage drive, but it is a heavy minus situation.
If you get the axis right, up full 4 is still pretty good. Like,
so just a friendly tree just keeping it simple, checking with a mid, and
yeah, you can still use it well in a lot of situations, but yeah, it knocks back in a lot of times and doesn't quite spike the way you want. I had some cool wall setups that just give the free like pretty much the back 3-4 Oki sort of stuff. So if they get up, they'll get launched, sort of things. But I didn't use it. Didn't use it in this tournament. A lot of things I didn't use in this tournament just because I hadn't been in practice mode. I was pretty much running on just sort of, like I said, legacy, muscle memory, a little bit of awareness. Okay, so that was day 1. So those were that was the 5 matches on stream. So I had 6 games on day 1. Then next we had top 8. I think. Was it top 8? Anyway, so I'd lost 1 game, so I was on loser's side. And my first... Oh, hold on. My first game was against Lucky Box. Both he and me hadn't been playing much lately. And we've come across each other in tournament twice. I won once, he won once. He's a Huarong player. I don't think Huarong's bad for Nina at all, but I do think I'm bad at the Huarong matchup. So I didn't know how this would go, and once I left the tournament on Saturday, I went home. I just went to sleep. So I didn't actually... I know a lot of people just went home and they just played and trained and got ready and studied the matchups. I didn't do that, and because I was too tired, because I still had to see my daughter in the morning before the tournament. I was still going to the hospital every day too and stuff, even with BAM, of course. So I went home, I slept. I did think about the match, and I thought about a few situations I wanted to run through. And before the tournament started, I was on the casual setups, and I just ran through about 3 things about Huarong I wanted to be familiar with. But for the top 8, I was expecting that I was going to verse Lucky Box. I might have lost it and been out. If I won, I was expecting to verse the Hangman Kid, because I thought Yagami was going to win. No shade to the Hangman Kid, who won the whole tournament, by the way. But he's just seemed like an unbeatable force for such a long time. So I only really prepared for Lucky Box overnight, and I only did it just by sort of running through my head, okay, what scenarios do I need to remember? What do I know about JJ's game plan? Not about Hwarong specifically, but about him. And based on what I knew he did, I rehearsed a few things in my mind, and I just did a quick bit of practice before the top 8 started, and thought, okay, this is what I need to look out for. And lo and behold, I didn't do it. But anyway,
this matchup is interesting because,
so this is
this
is top 8, I believe.
They haven't been playing as much recently, say, compared to a few of the other competitors.
We got our run back when we did, although I only narrowly won. Okay, anyway, this was a good game. It could have easily gone either way, because I think both of us are about as prepared, but have the same sort of legacy skill. I feel like we're on like a similar level. I may be wrong, but anyway.
Don't expect a much larger world stage, maybe like a violent systems or something like that. Wow, but straight out.
Okay, so straight off the bat,
much larger world stage, maybe like a violent systems or something like that. Wow, but
that situation, I didn't do it right.
It's hard to deal with.
Tech left at the wall.
As well, an underrated character. Oh wow, but a beautiful step there from FriendlyTree. Nice, CD3 gets a plus frame later on in the animation. Nice gets the throw. This is a really dangerous situation to be in.
He was good with the patience there.
4-3 to whiff.
So
this is a really
in that situation, a forward 4-3 is guaranteed. But if he got up in any way, I could have done the down 3-2 confirmed and got the walls back down 3-2-4 and won. But no, he played that very well. And then I went for the up forward 4, thinking, alright, I'll do an OTG that'll also go over the low. I'm ready for that while running forward situation too, but I did tell people, I can't believe I didn't break that. Didn't go for the guaranteed forward 4-3 because I was going for the win. I wasn't going for the damage. I know I needed a little bit more than the forward 4-3 for the win. Yeah, I was annoyed that dropped. That's another one. I didn't play that correctly. So there, what I'm supposed to do, sidestep right block. I would have got hit by the right flamingo forward 4, but I wouldn't have got launched. I don't even know what I did. I think I did like a dick jab, and I got counter hit.
That is a lot of damage.
One counter hit, what almost like fully kills you. I feel like how much overkill would have that done? The Lucky Box is up 2 rounds, went for power crush, but unfortunately it was a little bit too early for the armor frames to come in.
So he's not ducking those.
Strong armor move.
He's not doing anything about them. That was unfortunate that didn't hit, because I was close to the wall. Even being away from the wall, that can hit sometimes, but because it sort of moved him away from the wall, it treated it like the wall wasn't there, and so it whiffed.
Nice wipe the floor once again, FriendlyTree.
Okay, remember those wipe the floors. Remember those wipe the floors.
Lucky Box still 1 round off winning this. Nice down. Oh, that was a sidestep too. Yeah. Big call out here.
Commentary just a bit off. It was a down forward 2.
Yeah, jump over.
So I'm really trying to instill the thought of wipe the floors in his mind right now.
Nice one for the while standing 1-4. That is a bit of a mix up there. Nice. Wow, what a great flow. Shades of Yumi there. Nice one for the, that's something new recently, right?
Yeah, I didn't think the cross-up would work on him. I figured if he had laid anything about the match the night before, he would have looked at that cross-up that I'd done in like 3 of my games before this. I figured from top 8 onward that wasn't really going to be working.
Well, recognises he can still move in after the duck on the miss there.
Why am I not breaking those? I don't know why. A lot of them, I don't know if it's because I pianoed the input or what, but I thought maybe that's why.
Wow.
That's okay.
Optimal punish on the wipe the floor there. Nice optimal combo goes for the Oki this time. Oh, yeah. But the mix-up of crouch dash in the up forward 1.
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely.
I've been doing that the whole game, trying to make it obvious until he blocked one.
Situation, he was using wipe the floor quite frequently, and we've seen that.
Yeah, they can hear the commentary even talking about it. I did a similar thing against Deception in a tournament. That face, my face, am I just like having a little seizure? Probably.
Yeah. You put the conditioning in, and then it all paid off there with the read. Very nice.
Yeah, once you've got them just going, yeah, wipe the floor is coming.
Nice punish on the.
It's GG once you get them like thinking it's predictable, and then proving to them, oh no, you're actually reacting to the startup, not the move itself.
Wow, what a great whip punish. While sending 1-1+2. Damn, the down back 2 catching him rolling. Ooh, and
He'd be kicking himself out. I know he knows that. I don't know what he did there, but I think he was probably. It was probably one of those situations. He thought, no way, he's gonna do that. That string. It's way too dumb, way too risky.
Nice, going for the hunter claw. Oh,
Crazy back four with him. Why did I jab into that? You gotta either backdash or step. Step's probably what you should do. He's in left flamingo. Another failed break.
Not broken. 1+2 break finally broken. Lucky boxes. Oh, nice 2-break broken as well.
Yeah.
Alright, FriendlyTree finally.
With the 2-break, I know it's hard, but you can see the weird sort of animation through it.
Are we watching King or something?
Yeah, this is like a king mirror.
Nice wipe the floor once again. Gets a CD2.
Yeah, so he also. I didn't go for the guaranteed blonde bomb, well, the forced block blonde bomb there, because I did the dash thinking he might tech, but as soon as I saw he didn't dash, I'm like, well, then I can just do a low. It becomes a lot lower risk. Yeah, man, all of us were failing to break throws. I don't know why.
That's boss. Oh, try to whiff punish with the. Alright, FriendlyTree's got his breaks. Let's see if Lucky Box has
Another
his.
while standing 1-4, he didn't do anything about it.
Nice, got the running 3. Damn, I thought there was some cameraman jank there. Yeah, try to whiff punish with the
Failed punish, which actually got him counter hit.
Rage available for both players. Both these players with great rage drives. Last plus.
He's not doing anything about that, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
To close it out. I didn't think that was going to kill, but Lucky Box wasting no time using the rage drive, still in it.
For sure.
And then hopefully once I can see him try and button or do anything about it, if he does, then I can do a 1-1+2, which is still risky. More just do a 1, so just do a while standing 1 and do stuff. But yeah. Anyway, looking for information. So this was silly of me because he does that wanting a counter hit, then he immediately gets frame advantage and does it again. Like, I should have been so ready for that. It was so obvious.
No break from the back turn. You can't guess there, right?
Yeah, I guessed wrong.
Right?
Yeah, it's a mix-up, and Lucky Box just went into back turn manually to enforce that.
Lucky Box bringing it all the way back here. He might win this game, actually. Nice, excellent.
Nice.
Low play on the down 2. He's seen that one too many times. He can see that now.
And there's that balcony break. We're going to go through.
Yeah, female characters.
Oh, the wake up 3.
So yeah, not a great combo,
That was
but
such a great read from FriendlyTree. They're going underneath the power crush there.
giving myself that position. Throwing it away with a throw, literally. Do you remember earlier I did a similar situation and I did the quarter super forward 2 and he rolled it? So I was certain that he was gonna press a button there, any button.
Top 8 finish, which is so impressive for someone, as he said, doesn't play very much. Wow, what a great showing from both of these.
Anyway, I think we're both a bit rusty for that. Yeah, Nina gets really good throw IQ.
Anyone who's made it this far should be proud.
Oh yeah. Anyone who made, anyone who just came out and played today should be proud.
That's true.
Hold on. Okay, so I won that, and I'm like, well, okay, I didn't even think I was going to make top 16, so winning a match in top 8, pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Especially because, once again, as I keep saying, I wasn't as prepared as I wanted to be.
So it looks like right now we have Yagami.
So now this is Yagami. This is like a run back of the winners finals from last year. Because I versed him in winners finals last year. I was the only person to get a game on him last year, actually. Because he was just an unmovable force in our scene for quite a while. But I got a game against his Kunimitsu and not his Elisa. But mentally preparing with him, I think everyone knows he uses his main 3 at least seem to be Elisa, Kunimitsu, and Katarina. So I was like, alright, they're the 3 I'm ready for. If he uses any of those, I've at least braced myself kind of.
Not doubt yourself, especially.
You can't really see the fear on my face there too much, but when he stopped on Lydia, I'm like, please no.
Yukami almost considered losing there, but instead of
Give me Elisa.
was considering losing.
Thank God. Thank God.
I'm not going to say anything else as we get.
And that's right, random selected, not an infinite stage for me, but a stage that is actually probably better for Nina in this matchup, I'd say.
Good under pressure.
Yeah, exactly. It proves you're good under pressure. You know, you work hard.
I don't like Forgotten Realm, but I mean, it's good for Nina.
Now, this is
You don't think Lily's better? No, but the thing is, I was saying before, because I haven't played in like 6 weeks or whatever, I'm just not ready for characters with animations I'm less familiar with for this tournament. So, like, you'll see my match against Farkerman before, and I didn't lose to anything crazy. I just lost because I just couldn't. I was too busy trying to focus and identify. I'm like, what's that? Oh, right, it's that. I had to, like, I had an extra gate of thought for everything that happened. So, it's not that the matchup's bad for Nina, it's that I just can't do it at the moment. Not being so out of practice.
Just a little bit late on the punish. -10, I believe. Yeah, you can punish that mid.
Nice in the back one to finish the first round. What's it called? It's really
I failed punishing the down back 3. But one thing I've always found against his Elisa is you need to be low parrying. You need to be actively looking to low parry. So like that was a low parry attempt there. Failed. Don't know why I did that. That was way too risky.
Yeah, it's not easy to whiff punish that move. It has a lot of active frames.
Yeah, for sure. Nice shoe shine. Wow, but what a low parry. Let's see what FriendlyTree's got here. Oh, here we go. We got some butterflies.
Didn't quite get the wall like I wanted.
Wow,
That was lucky.
Up 3. FriendlyTree. FriendlyTree's playing on fire right now. The nerve.
Got the side, identified the side splat, so I'm like, yeah, I'll go for this. Get that. If he got up in any way, I would have got the wall bounce. Oh, not any way, but most ways he got up, I would have got a wall bounce. Either way, that forward foot 1+2 is guaranteed there, so. No throw break from him is a real surprise.
Guys, what a low parry, FriendlyTree.
Yeah, I thought I got the wall from this, so that's why I cut it short. I'm just like, let's not risk it. There's that generic one for your silence. I don't know why people weren't throw breaking. Maybe it was something to do with the setup, because I had a lot of trouble too. A lot of 1+2s, I'm like, I'm sure I pressed it, but I could have pianoed it. I think other people had that issue too. I think it's good if you can make them rely on down back 3. A lot of Elises, at least in our region, do rely on down back 3 a lot too.
Yeah, you never know. He's capable of playing just about anyone.
It's not. I mean, it's a decent low, but it's very, very like low damage. It's. I know it's plus, but
You'd be very happy with that.
didn't even need the Yoki off the generic one exactly. Anyway, so now he picks Kunimitsu, which last time I versus Kunimitsu online, he kicked my ass. We had like must have been like 40 games, and it was probably like 40 to 10 or 30 to 10. Yeah, it's not Tekken 6 Elisa down back 3. Exactly. It's not nearly as good as it was, but a lot of people still play sort of down back 3 as like a key poke. I get that. It should be. So as long as you're just actively trying to low parry, I find it negates. Well, it works very well against a lot of the Elisas in our region at least. A lot of poking, a lot of pestering. That 2-2 string. -10. Good hop kick. I did a throw. Opts for Oki by not completing it. That back 2 power crush. See, in there I should have low parried. I was thinking in my mind, down forward 1 negates everything except the back turn down 3 there. Don't know why my extension didn't come out there either. I pressed it. I must have done something wrong. Not ready to duck there. I would have later on. I think you see me try and duck it, but he does the mid option. There's that down forward 1 to beat everything except the back turn down 3. That was dumb of me. If you do, what do you do? I mean, the best thing there is side step left back sway.
Stance 3 there. That goes over a lot of moves. You can hit confirm it as well.
This weekend we've seen Tupai use it a lot. Nice break on the 1+2. He's got the breaks down. Nice 2-2. Again, 12 frames plus. You can disrespect a lot of things with that. Can't
You're going to play hit on the 1-1 and 2-2 situation? I didn't play the 2-2 situation very well. I don't know what he thought happened there. Because I didn't... I don't know what he did there. That's unlike him. Because I didn't press a button. I didn't get hit by the second. Okay, that. Do you see what happened there? So earlier I did that throw. And I saw he did the 2-2. I knew he knew the situation. So what I did... I got a whiff. I did back 1+4. I'm like, yes, I'm whiff punishing. I knew he was going to do a 2-2 there. But it didn't play quite as I thought. He's not one to fish with that like that though. It's too risky for his style. So that time I didn't go for anything. I was looking for another whiff, but I didn't commit because, yeah, and that's unfortunate. So I had the knockdown. I just did it a little bit too late because I needed to confirm that he was getting up before I did it. I kind of struggled there. I didn't, like, I did it a little bit too late.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just having that. Maybe you're looking better. He was like, it's...
Yeah, Trini has a 1. It's wipe the hide. Yeah. Gonna help.
Anyway, 1-1. I was expecting this to be the end of my run here.
Such a great generic tool. Nice one for the down for the unfortunately. This is a little bit late on the whip punish. Nice ivory cutter.
I don't even answer why I did down 3-4 there. Ray drive's so good, except when it's not. Yeah. It's good when you set it up correctly, but if you don't set it up correctly, it's pretty horrible. But it's not hard to set up. Failed. I was a bit too hesitant. I mean, yeah, maybe that's why he did the down forward 1-2-2 earlier. Because he saw me complete it before. Like, he saw me 10 frame punish before, and if I 10 frame punish that, the extension will beat me. No punish. God, I'm so nervous in this match. Yeah, see, that was because the back 1+4 got hit by the 2-2. I'm like, alright, I'll do something that'll sort of will hit if he does it. Like, I saw it come, I'm like, alright, now I'm doing it wipe the floor. That's a shame I did down forward 1-2. If I did a down forward 1, I don't know what I did there. He caught me stepping, I think. I definitely didn't attack, but I remember thinking, oh damn. Yeah, good low parry. It's about now when I panic that I often do that. Yeah, I tried to get up. Tried to get up and block mid, but it got me during my get up frames. Yeah, that was... I needed that. I felt I needed that. Good block, yeah, I agree. Bit too risky. I shouldn't have done it.
Nice, excellent patience with the backlog putting the down forward control. But wow, what a clutch low parry once again from FriendlyTree. We saw him win his
Can't believe I dropped that.
Alright, nice, alright, Rage Drive is out. Went for the miss.
Good call with the down 4.
Yeah, good choice. Not wasting
Damn, this isn't looking good for me.
Yeah, the best hasn't been very successful, very good for FriendlyTree this weekend. But wow, nice to put a circle forward 3-2 if I'm not wrong. Nice, goes for the jump over tech.
God damn. I'm lucky he didn't combo there.
Only -11 if I'm not wrong. Nice, no break on Yagami.
Yeah, they're getting up. Yeah, people weren't playing the throw situation too well, and throws were working way too well. I don't know why.
Everyone wants it so bad.
Maybe everyone was just a bit out of practice, or just not ready for them. I don't know. I want to blame the setup, but it felt fine. But there were definitely throws I thought I broke. Yeah, OCE can't break throws apparently. How did I come back from this? Jesus. Okay, well first that, because the first set hit, so he committed. I could have got a 1-1+2 there.
This is so close, this is so close! Oh, the whiff punish! And FriendlyTree eliminates Yago.
That's my first ever pop-off. Going, yes!
It's just insane.
Wow-wee.
Okay.
On
Woohoo.
fire.
That was a big moment for me because, like I said, he's been just beating the scene for so long. Like, yeah. Okay, anyway, then this was the battle for 3rd place. And it's a run back against McCheese and his Farcomrum. And I cannot stress enough how underprepared I was for this. But anyway, it's credit to McCheese because I think he played the Farcomrum because he thought I'd be unprepared. He thought I would not be ready for Farcomrum, and I was not. And although I had the night to think about it, like I said, I went home, I went to sleep, and I was thinking I'm going to lose my next game, so I'm just going to focus on what's ahead of me. So I'd done zero preparation for this, except thinking I know what he beat me with last time. I won't fall for it a second time. Lo and behold, watch me fall for it a second time.
That's who gets the prize, so...
Made it better, man win. Excellent block on the 4-3. Then 4-2.
Like that. Like straight away, like... It's not a good... It's not as good a situation as he makes it look.
Honestly, that's the first time that it hasn't landed, that he hasn't been floated out of it.
I mean, yeah, hang on, the thing is, I didn't prepare for anyone, except... I thought a little bit about Lucky Box, thinking, okay, I know his tendencies. McCheese, I haven't seen much of him play before. I've seen him maybe once or twice at events outside of this BAM. But everything I've seen of him is his king. So the only tells I really had was from our game yesterday. And I did not play it well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Again, I feel like a lot of these, McCheese definitely plays that very different
Look at that range. I mean, I know I can launch it on block, but damn. Nah, this was just a paddling. Bad punish. Oh, they just threw that out on plus. I mean, he was probably assuming a sidestep 1. Well, it's not even that I'm scared. It's that I'm not ready for it. That was a down forward 3-2. Like I said, because it's a new character, I'm just not ready for it, and everything that happens, I'm having to think more about it. Okay, I was hoping that would actually hit the wall, but I still got the round. So every string Farcomrum does, because they all look new to me. I'm just like, okay, so what is this? What do I do? And I'm just not as ready. I'm slower. He breaks this. Yeah. He makes you think a lot in gen. I was so annoyed at that because that should have hit. Yeah, you can see me. You can see me playing more sloppy. I'm doing worse things.
Yeah, well, final round of this first game, AFriendlyTree's got it back.
It seems to be all AFriendlyTree now.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds are now AFriendlyTree fighting back for that 3-4 knockdown. All fucking round needs to get started. Oh, up 4-2.
What did I do? I did something. Down 2. I did it down 2.
Wow. And she's making the most of that move.
That was a cash in on me doing a non-match.
Oh, that wall splash from there.
Do I know to get the big boy wall combo? Yeah, I do. The down forward 1+2, down forward 1+2, 1-2, 1+2. Yeah. I talked about it earlier because this is a run back. I got double jeopardied in this tournament. I said, oh, I should have done it, but no, I just had too much on my mind. I just wasn't ready. So I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to the level that I wish I did.
Yeah. That's the easy way out, right? Because you don't even have to think about it anymore. That mind game.
And yeah, it's. I don't know if I would have won if I went in more prepared. I would have done better if I went in more prepared.
Now you're worried about a delayed mid that's going to send you.
In this situation, like, should I have got rid of the walls? I didn't think I should, but I know with the axis and things, I can get more off a janky axis than Farcomrum can. So that's why I chose this stage. He was also pushing me toward the wall more. Yes, I know all about the wall hits, don't worry. Against Marduk and Gigas, you can also do down forward 1+2, down forward 1+2, down forward 1-2, 1+2. that it? Yeah. But oh shit, I can't remember. Sorry, brain just froze. No, but yeah, against Marduk you can get the down forward 1+2, down forward 1+2, 1-2, delay 1-2, 1+2. Yes, we've talked about this in the Discord, mate. I know all the combos. I had too much on my mind in this, and I played badly.
Forward two again, but she's coming so well. We'll compliment his deck kick usage in the other set. But now
Sorry, it's down forward 3-2, down forward 1-2, 1+2. You can do on Marduk and Gigas, but you can't do on Jack.
already doing well for AFriendlyTree on the defense there, right? Nice forward two.
Yeah, he fell for it.
Tree used that a lot.
In one of my earlier matches, I did that, and I did the dash side step 1 combo.
Excellent low parries to wipe the floor. Might have been
Yeah, because I also remember after my first game, I was thinking about Far Cry. I'm like, oh man, it would be so cool if I did the launch side step 1 up forward 4, back 2-2 side step 1 while standing 1 1+2 combo. And I'm like, if I launch him, I'll do that, and then it comes to it, I'm not ready for it. I just can't.
Look, if I was online, someone would call him a hacker for that.
Yeah, I know, he's blocked so many lows. I think you can sense the panic that he has caused with these.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out of isolation, everyone.
Some sort of similar depression at the wall. Nice stop for that full grab. There's the jet kick we know McCheese for. Wow.
Hasn't used in ages.
So hold on, what did he do there? He did that.
Similar depression at the wall. Nice stop for that full grab. There's the jet
I don't know what I
kick we
did.
know McCheese
Clearly I did something that doesn't go under it though.
Hasn't used in ages. Used it once and it's there.
There it is in the down forward 4-3.
Yeah, this was me getting bodied.
If you see the down forward 4 get blocking, change it into the plus on block high. Wow,
Should have done something more than that. Once again, like I said, just too much running through my mind, trying to identify what I have to do and identify what every move Farkman was doing is. So I'm like, oh, I got him on the side. Nice to see him ready for that. It's the first time in the whole tournament I've done that outside of a combo.
Wow, and the Magic 4 beats that out. Goes for the extended. Wow, and the
I remember that too.
Wow, and the Magic 4 beats
I did down 4, it didn't come out. I'm like, what?
and Magic 4
He just gave me the situation again. Don't know why he didn't play it differently because he could have splat me there, but
All these delayed and charged mind games.
Yeah,
stack
for
them
sure.
into Magic 4s.
Trying to whip on a shot through the score, unfortunately didn't get it. Down the floor. Just using the 3 box score.
I don't know what hit me there. I don't know how that hit me there. I didn't press an attack. I don't know how that hit me.
There's a 4-4-1+2 for McCheese.
I remember being like, what?
Yeah, he's going for the full
Should have 12 frame punished, but hey, a punish is a punish, and like I said, I don't have the focus.
Oh, he had it. Oh, and the double down for
Because it's a homing missile. Exactly. Well, that's the end of my run, but it was a very fun run.
successful on the Falcon.
I didn't expect to get top 16. I was like, I might lose every single game in this tournament. But, sorry, I won't freeze it on a picture of anyone. But yeah, it went better than I thought, I guess. I just didn't play those situations very well. I think there was a lot I didn't play very well, but I didn't expect to. So, yeah, I did much better than I thought. Alright guys, anyway, I know I didn't actually play any Tekken during this stream, but this is all the time I have because I just got the text saying that I don't have COVID. I didn't think I did, but which means I'm out of isolation, which means I need to go to the hospital. I'll try and stream again when I can, but it's very up in the air at the moment, especially when I'm having to work full time and then spend all my spare time at the hospital. So we'll see. I think before I try and stream again, I'll try and get back to the Wednesday offlines at Pixel Bar because that'd be fun. And I want to stream again. I want to stream when I can, but I just don't have the time right now. We'll see. If I do, it won't be in my normal Monday block. It'll be whenever I can. So maybe tonight. Probably not tonight. Okay, anyway, thank you very much. That was my BAM12 run. I had a blast. I had a fun weekend. Saw lots of people I hadn't seen in a while. Met lots of people I'd only spoken to online. Had a lot of fun. Congratulations to the Hangman Kid for winning the whole event. Very much deserved. He played out of his mind. He did so well. He always does very well though. It was fun. It was a fun time, and I'm really glad I went. So bring on the next one that I can go to. I'll try and be a bit more prepared. Maybe it'll be a different game though. Alright, take care everyone.